Right now at 10, jury selection is underway in the Madeline Kingsbury murder case. And a fall attraction is raising awareness for type 1 diabetes. Plus, UWL students simulate re-entering society after incarceration.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Jury selection began today for the man accused of killing Winona mother Madeline Kingsbury. That took place at the Blue Earth County Justice Center in Mankato this afternoon. Back in June, Adam Fravel's attorneys argued he would not get a fair trial in Winona County due to extensive media coverage. That motion was granted and the trial moved. Fravel is currently facing 2 charges of first-degree murder. The man accused of trying to strangle a woman to death in a La Crosse storage unit is bound over for trial. 44-year-old Freeman Cole is facing several charges, including attempted first-degree homicide. In La Crosse County Court this morning, a judge found probable cause for him to continue to trial. Cole has been refusing to leave his cell for court appearances, forcing correctional officers to place a tablet near his cell so he could hear the proceedings. His arraignment is scheduled for Friday at 10:30 a.m. A former Hudson school teacher accused of child sexual assault is bound over for trial. 24-year-old Madison Bergman is accused of having an inappropriate relationship with an 11-year-old in her class. The criminal complaint alludes to kissing, touching, and sexual contact with the victim. The student's parents discovered the child exchanging phone calls and messages with Bergman outside of school and brought some of those messages to school officials. She was removed from school and arrested in May. Her arraignment is set for November 7th. One person is dead following a Jackson County car accident on Sunday. According to the sheriff's office, the crash happened around noon on County Road C in the town of Albion. Responders found 2 vehicles with significant damage when they arrived. One of the vehicles had multiple passengers. Several were injured and one person was pronounced dead on scene. Names have not yet been released and the cause is still under investigation. Well, today marks 1 year since the October 7th terror attack that killed 12 people in Israel. More than 200 people were taken captive, including 40 Americans. Since then, fighting in the Hamas-controlled territory has been raging with tens of thousands of Palestinians dead. This morning, Congressman Derek Van Orden spoke on the attacks and offered his sympathies to the Jewish community.
This is the 1-year anniversary of the most horrific attacks on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. So if you do have Jewish friends or relatives, give them a call today, please, and tell them that you're thinking about them. Tell them that you're doing everything you can to make sure that not only do they survive as a people, but they're able to thrive and live in peace.
And I'm sorry, that number was 1,200 people killed in Israel, not 12. Senator Tammy Baldwin also released a statement commemorating the anniversary of the attacks, stating 1 year ago, the world witnessed Hamas brutally murder 1,200 Israelis, kidnap hundreds of others, and plunge the region into chaos. My heart is with all those mourning a loved one taken too soon, or those still lying up at night unsure if a family member kidnapped is alive or not.
Yeah, we had a kind of a chilly, frosty start today, but otherwise with the cloud cover in the morning gave way to plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. High clouds. We even had a visitor towards the end of Mr. Spider on there too, enjoying the great weather conditions too. Clearing skies this evening as we drop off once again. We are expecting some frost conditions, but there's your highs for today. Upper 60s and your 70, a little bit above average, but not too far off from where we should be. Otherwise, frost conditions are possible once again for some areas, sheltered areas. Otherwise, other areas will probably stay more into that upper 30s to low 40s areas type there. Overall pattern is really the same. We got that northwest flow going, but eventually we're going to see changes there. And there's your current hurricane, which is now dipped for central pressure below 900 millibars, so a very strong Category 5 as it begins to approach here slowly towards Florida. Otherwise, for as you wake up, 43 for La Crosse, a little bit warmer than we had this morning. Lighter winds as we go out throughout the day, and a little bit more warm as we get towards noon, getting up to 65. A similar story for Eau Claire, less in the way of afternoon winds. Northwest winds getting back up to 63 after getting back down into the upper 30s once again. Otherwise, our average temperatures should be a little bit lower than this, indicated more into the low to mid 60s. I'll kind of break down if we're ever going to see this. In fact, we might might actually once again see another 80 in the forecast, and I'll show you when that may happen later in the broadcast.
Oh, the anticipation.
Yep, more 80s to come once again.
Okay, all right, thanks, Greg. Wisconsin DOT contractors are clearing out the homeless encampment on Rose Street. La Crosse police are keeping an eye on things as about 30 people leave the area around the Welcome to La Crosse statue across from Bridgeview Plaza. This summer, La Crosse's Common Council banned camping on city property. That pushed a lot of the unhoused to the spot, which city officials say is actually state land. After being continually moved, the question emerges once more, where will the unsheltered community go next?
I'm just glad they're doing something about it, but I'm scared in the same sense because I don't know where they're going to go. Every neighborhood is at risk of having their garage broke into and stuff, and it's not okay.
The DOT gave the people at the encampment a 30-day notice in September, citing safety concerns for both residents and drivers. As they clear the area, they are still trying to connect people with housing resources. UWL students got the chance to experience the realities of life after incarceration. The re-entry simulation was put on by the Department of Correction at UW-La Crosse. It allows students to confront the challenges faced by people re-entering into society after incarceration. Participants took on the identity of an incarcerated individual and completed tasks that they would have to complete after being released. The game is meant to demonstrate how difficult readjusting back to society can be.
Students are experiencing and learning is just how challenging it is to re-enter successfully. So we have 95% of the population who are incarcerated will be released at some point. And within 3 to 5 years, about 2/3 to 3/4 end up back in prison or jail.
The Department of Corrections say the game will hopefully help participants become more sympathetic to those readjusting to society after incarceration. A popular fall attraction is helping one Trumpelow family raise awareness on type 1 diabetes. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has this story. Jeremy.
Well, Emily, Christina and Ryan Schwertel opened a corn maze on their farm 1 year ago. Each year, the maze offers a different theme. This year, it's type 1 diabetes, a sickness that hits close to home.
Kinley Schwertel is 11 years old. She enjoys helping out on her family farm, feeding animals and tending to day-to-day chores with her parents. In 2023, she started showing signs of diabetic ketoacidosis, a complication where the body isn't able to produce enough insulin.
I know up until the day she was diagnosed, before that she was really, really thirsty, and she had lost a little bit of weight. And so I just knew something was off. It just was not characteristic of the stomach flu. And little alarms were going off in my head that this is something different and we needed her to get checked out.
Kinley went to urgent care where she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
It's not lifestyle related like type 2 diabetes, where it could be if you're not active or eating things that you're not supposed to be eating. It's just when the body no longer works at its highest level.
The body also goes after islet cells, causing prevention of insulin and blood sugar to rise. Kinley now has to wear a patch and a pump. The patch gives her blood sugar reading so her pump can give her insulin. Since her diagnosis, the family has paid closer attention to food labels and nutrition facts.
There are a lot of kiddos affected with type 1 diabetes. Before Kinley was diagnosed, we did not know what it was at all. So I think it's really important that we get the word out there.
Schwertel Family Farms operates as a greenhouse and seasonal roadside stand. Last year, the family created a maze to entertain folks and raise awareness about different issues. This year, it's type 1 diabetes, placing signage near the maze to spark conversations about it.
And we talk about it, and people understand it's nothing to be scared of or afraid of. There's lots of kiddos that have it, so let's support them and celebrate them.
A portion of all tickets to the corn maze will benefit the Chad Erickson Thunder Ride for Juvenile Diabetes, a nonprofit helping families whose children are impacted by the disease.
The maze is open until the end of the month. The Schwertels plan to have more fundraisers in the future to raise awareness of type 1 diabetes. Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The presidential election is less than a month away. Details on today's campaign stops after the break.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
The Board Store 35th anniversary, you could win. Third prize, $1,944 savings certificate. I was born in October 1944. Second prize, $1,989 savings certificate. I started the Board Store October 1989. First prize, $2,024 savings certificate. I'm celebrating 35 years at the Board Store. Call or visit our showroom soon. Better products.
Better people.
Better prices.
The Board Store, improving your home, improving your life.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Thankfully, American Waterworks offers proven, warranted solutions. Typically less expensive than full replacement and more efficient and lightweight than mud jacking, our methods are designed to last. After all, your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
With the presidential election now less than a month away, the candidates are ramping up appearances. Both Vice President Harris and former President Trump held events today to commemorate the Hamas attack on Israel 1 year ago. And as CBS's Natalie Brand explains, one of them accepted an invitation to be interviewed on 60 Minutes.
I'm doing well.
During a primetime election special on CBS's 60 Minutes, Bill Whitaker pressed Vice President Kamala Harris on the top issue on voters' minds, the economy, and how she plans to pay for her proposals, including expanding the child tax credit.
It is not right that teachers and nurses and firefighters are paying a higher tax rate than billionaires and the biggest corporations. And I plan on making that fair.
She was also asked about U.S.-Israeli relations, 1 year since the Hamas terror attacks on Israel. The widening year-long conflict in the Middle East will be inherited by the next president.
The work that we do diplomatically with the leadership of Israel is an ongoing pursuit around making clear our principles.
The race for the White House took a somber tone Monday, with each candidate marking October 7th.
Vice President Harris planted a pomegranate tree at her Washington residence to symbolize hope. Former President Donald Trump visited with members of the Orthodox Jewish community in New York, then spoke at a remembrance event at his golf club in Doral, Florida.
The October 7th attack would never have happened if I was president. The past few years have proven that weakness only begets violence and war. What is needed more than ever is a return of unwavering American leadership and unquestioned American strength.
Trump initially agreed to be interviewed by 60 Minutes, but last week his campaign told CBS News it decided not to participate. CBS says the original 60 Minutes invitation to Trump still stands. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Well, we have more news ahead, but first,
that dry stretch of weather continues. I'll break down if we got any type of precipitation in the forecast, as well as when we might see another 80-degree day. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Every day we battle illegal drugs coming into our community.
And we know the attacks on Tammy Baldwin are not true.
Tammy's working with law enforcement to stop the flow of fentanyl.
She brought Democrats and Republicans together
to crack down on drugs coming from China and Mexico,
giving us more tools to fight drug smugglers.
And Tammy voted 32 times to strengthen the border.
Don't believe the attacks.
It's Tammy Baldwin I trust to keep Wisconsin safe.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our incredible one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts and trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand Blueberry Lemon Crumble or Dark Chocolate Medley trail mixes, just $5.99 a pound. All Blaine's brand nut and trail mix tins are 20% off. Your choice of large resealable cinnamon bears or jelly slices, just $8.99. Plus, save the date for Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland opening weekend. The magic begins Saturday, October 12th.
Looking to unlock the door to your dream home? Look no further. Stop dreaming and start living when you apply for a home loan with Ultra. With our competitive rates, local servicing, and an expert team, we can help turn your dreams into a reality. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, applying is easy and hassle-free. Get started online or visit your local Ultra office, where your dream home awaits. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Maxwell White, done right. Maxwell White Plumbing proudly announces our first annual food drive in celebration of being in business for 30 years and our commitment to the communities we serve. From October 1st to 31st, we're partnering with the La Crosse Hunger Task Force. Donate while our professionals are at your home, at our West Salem location, or directly to the Hunger Task Force in La Crosse. As a thank you, get $15 off your service and we'll donate an additional $15 on your behalf. Join us in making a difference this October.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Well, I'll give you an update on the fall colors, although the temperatures really haven't felt like fall-like for the most part besides this morning. We are starting to see the colors expand, and even up to the north, towards far northern Wisconsin and Minnesota, they're starting to get closer to the peak. Now, we are starting to see more colors further down here, as you notice with the bluffs and hills, starting to see a little bit more yellow and red starting to show up. I think our peak is in about 2 weeks, and I think we'll definitely start seeing it. We just now hope for the weather to cooperate as they get closer to peak, that we have less wind. We don't want precipitation, we don't want a lot of it, because then obviously the colors don't stay on that far. But we continue to talk about the last 90 degree, and it has passed Eau Claire, and now the last average date for La Crosse has passed too. But why I bring this up again is because I think we may see another 80 degree come up here later the week as we kind of swing those temperatures back up before another front kind of swings through by the weekend. So milder conditions and quiet for Tuesday, Wednesday, less wind for Tuesday. Temperatures will come up each day, and this will go for Thursday and Friday. Warmer, we're looking at potential 80s maybe Thursday and Friday. The front gets a little bit closer Friday, so there'll be more clouds out there, but still overall it's still going to be a warm day. It's just maybe not seeing as much sun as we saw for the previous days. Now overnight lows will be a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday, but still overall upper 30s to low 40s. Frost is definitely possible. Some of the colder spots could get into the 20s, but overall shouldn't be too bad. Now tomorrow's highs a few degrees warmer, as I mentioned, more 70s, mid 60s up to the north. This is still above average, and lighter winds. The winds will be more about 5 to 10 in the afternoon. We had some breezy conditions earlier today, maybe up to 15, but that won't be the case. Wednesday, the winds begin to turn around from the east. Temperatures come up even more. We're looking at mid 70s for most areas, upper 60s to the north. Potential some areas further south could get to 80, but you'll definitely feel that then going into Thursday. That's when the whole entire conditions start to fall. But really, as we look back, kind of scoot back there. Nope, it's not going to go back. There we go. Pattern right now, we still got this northwest flow, and that has kept us cool. So we've kind of seen that approach, but later on we're going to start seeing now the ridge to the west begin to pull the warmer conditions out to the west up our way, and that's what's going to happen going in Thursday and Wednesday, Thursday, and eventually Friday. The front's going to start coming through by the time we get to Friday, so we'll start cooling down a little bit Friday, but still fairly warm. And then all this cold air up to the north, cooler air to the north really, begins to pull southward, so we'll see a little bit of that Saturday. And then Sunday, like we saw this past Sunday, we're going to see another good push of cooler air come further south. So very similar type of situation we had last weekend, where Sunday into Monday, you're definitely going to feel more fall-like where we should be. Saturday, a little bit too. Winds could be a story, and if you're asking about precipitation with this front, maybe Saturday night, Further north you go, a better shot, but we're looking maybe a 10 to 20% chance with that. Winds could also be a story. This will linger through Tuesday of next week before we kind of do the whole thing back again, too. Overall, there's your precipitation amounts, maybe a tenth up to the north. This could change, but right now it's very unlikely that a lot of areas will see, other than cloud cover Friday through Sunday and some wind, precipitation chances look fairly low for this period. And really, if you look at the extended, I don't see much of a forecast change for seasons of precipitation until we go beyond this forecast period. But notice the 80s on Friday, and then we cool right back down to the low 60s for Sunday, which is right where we should be. So kind of a repeat of this week, and then we climb back up too. So if you like the dry conditions, warm conditions, you got a great week ahead of you.
Yeah, no, it looks like it. But you did say it benefits the farmers.
Right now, yeah, harvesting soybeans, corn is starting to pick up. It will in the next week. So they would prefer dry weather, but we definitely could use the moisture.
We definitely could. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, leaves are changing colors and fall sports seasons are coming to an end. Find out which teams and athletes kept their season alive today. Jacob is in next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
We need real working people in Washington.
What a phony. Cook spent the last decade working as a political operative. Earned her money helping defund the police radicals like Mandela Barnes, the most anti-police candidate in Wisconsin history. Now, Cook won't let you protect your family. She wants to ban the most popular rifle in the country, earning an F from the NRA. Rebecca Cook, phony insider, dangerously liberal.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain, and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Get ready for the holidays and save money during our fall sale at Interior Designs Holman. All of our carpets are on sale. You'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimates in your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
I'm Stacy Klein. As a volleyball mom, I remember looking forward to our week for team snacks. But now even the generic brands are expensive. And while career politicians are busy pointing fingers and bickering, Wisconsin families are still suffering. That's why I'm running for state senate, to lower the cost of living, cut taxes, and get Madison back to working as a team again. Because Western Wisconsin families are tired of settling for generic brands and generic politicians.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
We have made it to the time of the year where seasons start to get cut short. Playoff time on the soccer field across the bridge in Minnesota. The Lancers hoping to keep their season alive against Schaefer Academy. La Crescent Holka beat the Lions over the weekend 5-2, looking for a similar result today. Early in this one, the pass goes to Ian Wood, gives it a go, and after gliding through the night sky, it lands in the back of the net. Unbelievable shot. And then the home side on the attack again not much later. The through ball gets to the feet of Lucas Ryathalti, and the shot ricochets off the Schaefer Academy keeper. But then before half, Graham Evenson gathers it at his feet, launches one from Curry range, and bangs it home. Lancers have won 5 of their last 6 games. They win this one 4-0 and will play 3rd seed St. Charles on Wednesday. While there was a trip to the state tournament on the line this morning in Tomah for girls golf, top 2 teams advance and top 3 individuals not on those teams move on as well. In a tough field, the Hiawatha Golf Club Coming in first place in the team standings, the Prescott Cardinals, who have won the last 4 state titles. And in second place, the Hudson Raiders squeaked by Tomah by just 2 strokes. Now, Hudson freshman Ava Swavely finishes second. Individually, Sarah Chaffee of Chippewa Falls McDonald wins with a 77. And how about this? Holman's Jayana Palm will advance. She finishes tied for 4th, but trailed golfers from Hudson and Prescott, so her season will continue. But it is the end of the road for the Hasselberger sisters, just barely, too. Karma finishes 1 stroke behind Carolyn Skinner of Altoona Regis with an 83. For that last spot, and Cadence shoots an 84. Elsewhere on the leaderboard, Sydney Kranig was the top finisher for Onalaska, finishing her round with a 91. And a bunch of our Division II golfers were in Cottage Grove, where Aquinas also would miss out on state just barely, then by 3 strokes. Now, Tennyson Makepeace did qualify individually for the Blue Golds as she took 2nd place on the day with an 84. Her teammate Emma Dobbins just missed the state cut as she finished in 11th. Meanwhile, Maddie Fletcher of Westby Viroqua also had a good day, taking 13th. And while we're fully immersed in the fall sports season right now, we are approaching winter, and that means Badger basketball is on the horizon. Today was the media day in Madison, and with the departure of A.J. Storr, Tyler Wall, and Chucky Hepburn, things will look very different. But Stephen Crowell is back for one final go-around. He says he needs to be aggressive offensively.
Trying to be more aggressive and just changing my mindset a little bit about just, I think the team's better when I'm aggressive, and the coaches know that, and the players are on me about that. So just starting in practice, trying to do that every day, and transferring it to a game, because it's not just a switch you can flip when you get to the game. It starts now. So just trying to do that every day, and just trying to bring that mindset every day.
And yesterday was one of those wins for the Green Bay Packers where you can use the phrase, just taking care of business. The Rams were very injured but battled hard in the end, and the green and gold did end up on top 24-19 the final. Offensively, Tucker Kraft was a big bright spot in the passing game, finishing with 2 touchdowns and 88 yards on 4 catches. And Matt LaFleur is a big fan of the player that Kraft is becoming.
Going back to last year, I think he started to get more involved as the season went along. And I just love his evolution as not only in the passing game, but as a run blocker as well, and the physicality he plays with. He's got the play style that we want, and I think it's a credit to how he attacks and his approach to the game.
And after playing in 17 games last year and recording just 2 touchdowns, Kraft already with 3 in 5 games so far. So that one a little bit too close for my liking.
Yeah.
That heart was beaten at the end.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It's a win, so we will take it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, the two winners of the Sports Pick'em, the News.
That's right. The Chiefs just won right now, right? So we're tied for this week.
8 this week.
Nice.
So not bad. So I'm coming though. I told you guys I would.
You are on your way for a comeback. I'm getting nervous. I'm still leading them, and then what is it, Cade, and then
Cade and Kenner down there somewhere.
Down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll announce that winner tomorrow and get ready for next week as well.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. More news right after this.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. These places employ us, sponsor the Little League team, and feed and clothe us. That's why I'm proud of the work I've done to support our business community. I know that the side of the aisle you're on matters less than being on the side of our main streets. No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle, and I'm working for our businesses, working for our communities, and I'm working for you.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new gas fire table, available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off outdoor living and free delivery. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Fentanyl is one of the most lethal drugs on the market. This much can kill thousands. These deadly drugs are pouring across our border. But Biden, Harris, and Democrats have done nothing to stop it. Tammy Baldwin claims she's trying, but she's failed. She took credit for an anti-fentanyl bill she didn't write and opposed efforts to secure the border. Senator Baldwin and Democrats have done nothing, and our communities are paying the price.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Hi, I'm Danielle, General Manager here at the Board Store. In 1989, when I first saw my dad on the TV talking about high quality and low prices, I wasn't quite sure how I felt. But now, 35 years later, with this exceptional showroom, high quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the best installation crews in the area, I couldn't be more proud. And we look forward to continuing to serve all your home improvement needs for many more years to come. Come see us at the Board Store.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A musical event to raise money for Hurricane Helene victims is set for later this month. The concert for Carolina will be held at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina on October 26th. The headliners are James Taylor, Luke Combs, Eric Church, and Billy Strings. 2 in that group, Combs and Church, are natives of the Tar Heel State. The presenting sponsors of the upcoming concert, Explore Nashville and the Tourism Development Authority, have pledged $1 million to the cause. Not a bad lineup. Greg will have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Is it past time for new windows? At River Valley Remodelers, there's no need to sacrifice quality for cost. We offer high-quality, energy-efficient replacement windows designed for all of our weather, keeping your home comfortable year-round. Our experts will help you find the perfect option that fits your budget and matches your style. Plus, with our free energy audit, you'll learn how to save more while upgrading your home. River Valley Remodelers, quality windows at a price you'll love. Call today for your free energy audit.
Party pants on, people! Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here. That's right, grilled old white meat chicken is here to Fiesta. Fresh pico is here to Fiesta. And Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. It's Fiesta sauce, kinda its whole thing. That and being creamy and savory and awesome. Fiesta at our place and lasers. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Guys, just like pivoting from cooling to heating season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot into winter, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Who's that Derek Van Orden think he is? He thinks he's better than us. Like that time he screamed at somebody, I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman.
Language! Who does Derek Van Orden think he is, supporting an abortion ban?
I'm Rebecca Cook. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up on a dairy farm, run a small business, and I wait tables. Around here, we work hard, respect our neighbors' freedoms, and aren't looking for special treatment. We need one of us to represent us. That's why I approve this message.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Career politician Tammy Baldwin doesn't share our Wisconsin values. Baldwin's life partner is a Wall Street executive who has invested in industries that Tammy oversees in Washington. But Senator Baldwin refuses to disclose her partner's financial assets. That's a conflict of interest. They're getting richer while you're paying more. Tammy Baldwin's not on your side. She's in bed with Wall Street.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join the team and give today.
All right, tomorrow you've Probably will need that extra large, at least most will. Maybe it'll feel like fall, but we will be in the 30s for some areas. The good news is we're going to climb up quickly to the mid 60s by noon, lower 70s, so a little bit milder and above average. And the temperature continues to climb through Thursday with the potential for 80 come maybe Thursday or Friday. And then kind of like last weekend, we have that front coming through. So Saturday will be warmer and Sunday will be more like we should be. But the thing about the whole forecast is the only rain chance maybe Saturday night, and even then that's a very slight chance too.
I had a pumpkin spice this morning at
Oh,
the
did you?
Come and Go gas station. Not the same as Quick Trip, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
It's much better than
Quick Trips
that.
is better? Was it an extra large one?
No,
Start
not
cleaning windows afterwards? Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.